have a 2005 Pontiac Vibe, and I'm pulling a wire between the car and the door. And what I've got here is the boot from the car I've taken loose and pulled out in the open. And then the boot that goes into the door I've taken and shoved into the door. This allows me to take the accordion fold between the two boots and shorten it up so that I can take my pull wire through the car and through a shorter distance of the rubber, which is the hardest part to navigate, and into the door. In the door, the other end of the rubber boot actually comes down and bends towards the bottom of the door. It makes it almost impossible to run a wire. So by taking the boot loose, I can take it, turn it, and shorten the distance. To access the interior wiring boot, you can either take the speaker off. On an OEM car, it's riveted on, so it's probably not as easy because you'd have to re-rivet. But there is this panel towards the rear of the door that's held on by 3 Phillips screws. You can take the Phillips screws out, and then you have full access to the inside of the door. Unfortunately, the distance, you'd have to have rather long arms to be able to reach inside the boot, so you may still have to take the speaker out. In this, I've taken my wires and lined up with my pull wire, bent the end of the pull wire around the wires, and I'm going to tape them up. The boots are extremely small, so I'm going to apply a little dish soap to the end here to allow it to slide through the boot. Well, the dish soap did its trick. I pulled the wires into the car. In this bundle I have one 16 gauge ground wire and 4 20 gauge wires for accessories I'm hooking up. I don't think I could pull much more, but maybe 1 or 2 more wires and that boot is completely full.